Alright, so today we're going to put a new headlights into the 2000 or 99 to 2004 Jeep Grand Cherokee. I already started with the left light. As you see, this is the new headlight. It has halos. Here are the turning light indicators. The halos are on for the normal drive light. This is the other main turn light indicator, and this is the high beam and this is the low beam. So here we have the old headlight, which we're going to do next. In order to make this happen, all you do is a nut to get the headlights out. I'm going to show you in a moment how. And then you have to connect the turning light indicators and the halos to the lights that you want to turn on whenever you apply the light. So here's the old light that I took out, and if you look onto the back, you have the high beam, the low beam, the turning light indicator, and the drive light or park light. And you will still need these lights for the high beam and the low beam. You just take out the light bulbs, but instead of putting in new lights, here, let me show you on the new one, you just connect this instead of the light bulb to the cable from the car. So the lights, the low beam and the high beam are already in the car. In the assembly, you just connect them to the cable instead of the light bulbs, so you can basically trash your light bulbs. You don't need them anymore. And this is what I said about the lights, where you have to choose what to connect them to. And so you have two sets of wires hanging in there that have no purpose at all. And this is for the turning light indicators and for the halo. So you can say, for example, only when you have your normal drive light on, the low beam, then those lights should be shining. Or you can say, whenever this light, the turning light, is on, those should be blinking as well. And you can do it vice versa. So to connect these, you need these electrical snap clips. That's what they're called. And so how this works is that you put the live wire into the long end that you can actually see through, and the connectors into the other end, and then you just push down that metal clip on top and use some pliers to secure it, and it snaps in and it's connected. Now, how to do this? So the black one right here is ground, so you connect the black ones to ground. And what I did, I set it up that the three turning light LEDs should turn on when this light is on, and the halo turns on when the low beam is on. So to connect this, there's a switch, a big black switch on the inside, and one is called ground. And so you take the two black ones, the two black cables together, and you connect them to ground. The LED for the upper light, the white cable, you connect to something called major. It's just titled on the plug like this. It's called major. You connect this single one to the major cable, the two black ones to ground, and this white one, the halo, you connect to minor. And it's really easy. It's actually labeled on the plug. I'm going to show to you what it looks like. And then at this point, it will work. So whenever you turn your turning light indicators on, the LEDs will turn on, and when you have your driving light on, then the halos will turn on. It's fairly simple. I had to work a little bit with the wires right here, because the plug for this light right here over there used to be in the old assembly on this side. So the cable, you had to figure out a way to make it longer by just finding the way the cable is run through the car, and then you can pull it a little longer, and then it will work. going to show you the inside. Alright, so here we are. So there's a screw right here. It's the only screw you have to unscrew. It's really long, and then you can pull out the headlight slowly. It's nudged in. It has those little bumps right here that lock into those holes, so it's a little tricky to get out, but after nudging it a few times it comes out, and then you have the low beam, high beam, and then all the other lights here at the bottom. Let's see. And so here, this is the switch. If you take it, you turn it slightly, and then you can pull it out, and there you can see here on this side is written ground, minor, and major, and this is where you apply those clips. So I'm going to show you in a moment how I do it. Just have to make sure you pull this cable out as far as you can, so you have enough leadway to connect it over to this side right here on the right. And that's it. And here, those are just the plugs. You don't need those anymore. You don't need the light bulbs anymore. You just take the plugs and connect them to the connectors on the halo lights. Alright, so here we see this cord, and we have the two black cables connected to ground. We have the black and white cable connected to the green one, and as you see, the green one is major, and the red and blue, the red and black is connected to the just white one. So at this point it should be set up that your turning light indicators will blink whenever the turning light blinks, and the halo lights are on whenever the driving light is on. And now we just have to put those lamps into where it says remove. You remove the sticker, put the lamps in, everything should be set. So see how it works. It flashes, the turning light indicator works with the LEDs, and the halos, they work with the stand light. Right now it's on low beam, and that's what it looks like. It takes about 20 minutes to put this all in. Before you screw the headlight back in, make sure you test it, that all the connectors are there, and then screw it in. Alright,